Hello, special dignitaries. Time and again, we are told that securing good marks in your board examinations virtually guarantees your berth in higher education. But it is not the case, as always. A student has to worry about two more factors rather than more than securing marks, good marks in their board examination: timely results and accurate results. Because if the results are not timely, by the time the results are published by the boards, the university admissions are already closed. And if they are not accurate, well, the student is actually doomed. Suppose that an examiner enters 7 marks for a particular question for a particular student, and the data entry person enters 1, thinking that it was not 7, it is 1. So we can understand the accuracy of the result is also important, and also the timeliness of the results. So what causes actually for the delayed in results? In most of the cases, it's more than weeks, probably months. In some boards, universities, more than 2 months. So what actually causes the results to delay? And on the top of that, they are inaccurate. To understand that, let us understand what is the current process of the examinations and result evaluation. So as you can see, this is a top sheet on an answer sheet of a paper at the examination. You have section A, which is to be filled by examiner, to be filled by student. You have section B to be filled by examiner, and there is section C. So at the examination, the student in the part A, that is section A, fills its credentials, probably with OMR, coloring the bubbles, or maybe writing his credentials, the subject, the time, and everything. Student is actually very worried for the examination. He's thinking about what answers to write, how to approach the questions, and we are thumping on him all these extra details of extra work, which is unnecessary, which he may commit mistakes. There is another part B to be filled by the examiner. So once the student fills this part A and he gives his examination, this particular top sheet along with this particular, the answer script along with this top sheet is then given to the evaluator for the evaluation. So the evaluator also has to fill certain things. Again, bubble wrapping, bubble coloring, again, there is a barcode involved. There are too many tedious activities in result processing as of today. Part A is removed at the examination itself. It goes to vendor A for scanning of the barcode, scanning of the OMR. Part B is again tore and also sent to some another vendor for scanning of the marks, scanning of the barcode and everything. And part C is actually kept for the recheck requests, if any. So this entire endeavor takes a lot of time, and also the accuracy is questionable. These are a few grave concerns of today's process in today's result publication. OMR scanning is not 100% accurate. And when it is not 100% accurate, there are certain discrepancies. And whenever discrepancies come, you have to enter the data manually. So there is a human intervention. Whenever there is a human intervention, it is error prone. So it's a vicious cycle. Inaccuracy leads to data entry leads to human intervention. And as I talked earlier, part A of the section goes to some A vendor and part B goes to some B vendor. If those vendors are interconnected, there is a high chance of data pilferage. Data stealing can happen and results can be altered. And all this actually takes a lot of time. So what I actually propose is Orion LICR solution, that is Orion Live Ink Character Recognition solution. What we do is we actually capture the marks, the data at the evaluation center itself. So there is no need of extra data entry and no needs of other scanning, other infrastructure setup as such. So this is what we propose. We have a customized top sheet created based on the admit card data of the student, and this top sheet is for that particular student, for that particular subject. So as you will recollect, at the time of examination, student need not worry about what to enter, how to enter, what if he goes wrong in marking those bubbles and everything. All he needs to do is he just needs to check for the photograph at the bottom of the script, and also there are his credentials. All he needs to do is just validate that, okay, this particular answer sheet, answer booklet belongs to me. And on that only he will be giving his paper. So scenario at the examination center is, the invigilator or the supervisory examiner distributes these top sheets along with the answer sheets, answer booklets, which are actually stitched to the top sheets, to that respective student. The student will validate and then accept that particular top sheet. He will validate using his photograph or the credentials on the hall ticket as well as the top sheet. Once he's done with writing his examination, the invigilator or the supervisory examiner will tear off the bottom portion where the information of that student is visible in terms of photograph as well as his other credentials. So you can think that at the evaluation center, when these sheets will be transported to evaluation, there will be no mark of that particular student on that particular sheet. The evaluator is unaware of whose answer booklet is actually evaluating. At the evaluation center, we give them a tablet and a pen, which work in pairs. So let us understand the process of how do we do it. So all that evaluator needs to do is, with its traditional approach, he evaluates the entire answer sheet as he was used to doing it earlier. Once he finishes with its traditional checking, traditional evaluation, all he needs to do is he needs to take that Orion LICR pen and write on the top sheet, that is, award the marks on the top sheet accordingly. All he needs to do is just award the marks on the top sheet. Once that is done, the data automatically comes to the Orion LICR tablet in the form of PDF image as well as its digitized version. So not only we are capturing the image of that particular top sheet, we are also digitizing it. So there is no further need to data entry. And the very next moment, when he actually validates that, okay, whatever he has captured has been correctly digitized by the system, the very next moment, the data is on the cloud at your disposal for publishing the results. So what I'm actually proposing is, theoretically, once the evaluation is done, the very next moment, you have the data to publish the results. Just like that. There are some key benefits. Marks are captured on the fly. Data digitization is happening at the time of evaluation itself. Candidates' attendance is captured. Now that we have already the admit card data, and in the examination hall itself, whatever top sheets were rejected, you can come to think that those students were absent. So even the candidate attendance is captured. Comprehensive student ID masking. There is no vendor A for barcoding. There is no vendor B for barcoding. There is no barcoding as such. There is no scanning as such. The data, the marks of that particular student are stored against that particular student only. Then there is a tedious process of calculation. That is, there are sections, choose the best among 5, choose the best among 6, and accordingly the totaling needs to be done by the evaluator. Now even this part is sorted by the system. All that evaluator is doing is transcribing the marks on the top sheet and just submitting. That's it. Even the totaling part is taken care by the system. As I told you earlier, no scanning is involved. What it actually does is, it saves your time. You can actually publish the result the very next day of the evaluation, and it saves you a lot of money, which can be used to further enhance the education standards. There are some key benefits. You see, technology is for the human beings, is for us. We are not for the technology. So giving your evaluators a computer, a gizmo, a gadget to handle just like that and asking them overnight to change their process is wrong. In this process, what they do is, they correct traditionally and they just enter on the pen, enter on the paper, and which is transcribed on the tablet, and tablet works in entirely kiosk mode. That is our ATM machine. Few taps and the data is actually submitted to the server. Actual date of the evaluation is captured. Then there is 100% accurate digitization of handwritten marks, which is not found in OMR, which is not 100% accurate. Then there is no need for power generators, power backups, setuping huge infrastructure of any sort. Just a tablet which works on a SIM card, which can also work on Wi-Fi. You will have the audit trail involved. What I mean to say is, suppose an examiner enters multiple marks on a particular top sheet. then those number of images as well as the digitized version of the marks will be maintained at the backend. Again, it's 100% secured. Data is in encrypted format when it is sent. There is no residue involved in pen or tablet, so there is no chance of data pilferage. We had our era of internet, and probably today we are witnessing era of smartphones, as sir already said. The next big thing is actually Internet of Things, that is the IoT, making every device smart and transmit data so that you can make a meaning out of it. Where the world is actually pondering upon how to use this, how to conceptualize this concept, we at Orion have actually a product ready at your disposal. We have smart paper, smart pen, and smart tablet. And we have won the national award for most innovative product in testing assessment category in E-Summit, held at Kovalam, Kerala. All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. The next obvious question would be, have you used it anywhere? Yes, sir. This very year, this very technology was used by India's second largest board, that is a CISCI, ICSE and ISC. It was used for more than 3 lakh students for more than 25 lakhs answer scripts. So yes, it can be done, it has been done, it is scalable. Let me now play a small 2-minute video. Just a moment. Can I have the sound, please?
In today's fast-changing, interconnected world, digital technology is transforming the way we work. However, many industries still rely on the traditional pen and paper method for their business processes. Whether it's a bank loan form or a medical record, the use of pen and paper generates huge amounts of paperwork, leading to increased effort and cost for an organization. The problem is manifold, as paperwork is also prone to errors, poses data security challenges, and is difficult to change or update at a later date. But this is set to change with Orion Live Ink Character Recognition, a path-breaking solution. Envisioned and developed by Orion India Systems Private Limited, OLICR is patent-pending solution using character recognition technology that converts handwritten information into digital data in real time. It uses a repurposed digital pen with an electronic device, like a tablet, to accurately digitize handwritten characters and securely transfer the digitized data onto your cloud-based server. And from a user's perspective, the solution works just like an ordinary pen. No need for any special training. Anyone can start using it immediately. Ensuring 100% error-free data and instant digitization, OLICR has the potential to transform workflows and increase operational efficiencies of literally any business that uses pen and paper. Whether it's retail, logistics, financial services, education, insurance, healthcare, oil and gas, or the public sector, OLICR already has a proven track record and is successfully being used in the education sector for examination paper assessment. Here, it is used to digitize handwritten marks, add up the numbers, and publish results in real time. What once took weeks now takes minutes. Marks validation, rubrics application, and totaling is done on the fly without the school or university having to make any major investment. OLICR is currently the choice of India's premier school board, CISCE, for over 3,000 schools and also for several other leading universities. In 2014, Orion's innovative solution was honored with a national award at the prestigious E-India Innovation Awards. But this is only the beginning. With a team of over 1,400 experts, 8 innovation centers, and 10 global offices, Orion has just embarked on its journey of creating pioneering solutions. So, if you're still struggling with handwritten data and mountains of paperwork, it's time to change the game. No matter what your business is, we promise to transform the way you work forever.
I understand it was not relevant in that way for skilling, but thank you for listening so patiently. Probably we'll be needing some skilling in fixing the slot in the appropriate category. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Evaluation system.
Yes, sir.
Now, I am Professor B.B. Kalwal, Vice Chancellor, Davangere University from Karnataka. Now, this digitization one part. The second part is online evaluation system.
Yes.
So, how your company is taking place in that? There is online evaluation system.
So, probably for small scale, it is feasible and it is logical to scan all the mark sheets so that you will be able to evaluate it online.
Papers. Scanning of papers.
Scanning of the papers,
Yeah.
yes. So that you will be able to evaluate it online. But when it comes to 25 lakhs or more than 25 lakhs answer scripts, how logical it is to scan all that bunch, and after scanning also you will have to keep that for record in just in case you need to produce it in court for recheck issues.
Yeah.
So Lord Hanuman got Parvat because he didn't knew what is the Sanjeevani booty. We don't need to do that. Based on the recheck request, we can scan only those and send it across for the recheck problems. Otherwise, you don't need, that is a different set of things altogether. We probably don't need to do that mammoth work, setting up huge infrastructure and doing the tedious job. And again, there is a problem. What if during scanning 1 or 2 pages are lost? So even those are its limitations.
Oh, because what happens in Karnataka, so where this online evaluation system is there, we are scanning of all the papers. What happens?
Precisely.
More than 25 lakhs, it comes about.
Precisely.
Yeah, more than 60 lakhs papers will be there.
Precisely.
So where the difficulty task comes under that. This is okay. The digitization, so whenever you put the marks,
Yes.
directly it goes and where you
Yes.
can get the marks. That is the not.
Plus we are saving time when
Yeah,
it
yeah.
comes to this
That
solution.
that is there. Okay. Thank you. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amey. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Amey. Please stay for 1 second the stage. To present a speaker memento to Mr. Ameya Dongare, I invite Mr. Supreet Nagaraju, Head Education West, South India and Sri Lanka Adobe Systems. Big round of applause.